What up, Saints? So, yesterday I was listening to the Word, and I was catching up on a reading plan that I'm on. Um, and it was Exodus 24 all the way to Exodus 30. In this section of reading is where God is giving Moses the details to the tabernacle, details to the offerings, details on how he wants the camp to be set up. He's given him details on the clothing that the priests are to wear and the way that the stones are to be set. And he's talking about the craftsmen and the spirit of wisdom who is beyond these people and who will do the work. And it can be a slow, hard read, right? Some of the things in the Bible can be slow and hard. And so I just ask God, I'm like, God, man, just help me to better understand. God, help to bring the word alive and active in my life. Help me to understand. And what he showed me is God is in the details. See, sometimes we think in our life that God doesn't really care about the little things, that all he really cares about is salvation and people as a whole. But how could he care about me? How could he care whether or not my family has this couch or that couch, or whether my family finds the home of our dreams, or just the details, the littlest details. But what he showed me through chapters 24 through 30 in Exodus is that God is in the details. And I was like, God, now show me how this relates to Jesus. And he showed me that Jesus was a carpenter. And then he showed me I'm a carpenter. And so he made me aware. He said, what is your job as a carpenter? And I said, it's to pay attention to detail, because every detail matters in my job as I move forward and trying to proceed with whatever I'm doing. Every detail matters, whether the wall's in, out, whatever. Every detail matters to the smallest one. I've got to pay attention to everything. I've got to think everything out. And he said that Jesus is the Word in the beginning. And then when he spoke everything in, Jesus isn't just a carpenter. He said, but he is the carpenter of souls. And he's the carpenter of creation. And he is my word, my living word that's alive and active, that sits on the throne today. The word that you declare, the word that you write over the heart and over the doorpost. He said Jesus is in every detail. John 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And he was in the beginning with God, and all things were created through him. The carpenter of creation, the carpenter of our souls. God is in the details. As bad as it may seem, or as hard as it is for you to understand, God is an up close and personal God. And he cares about your well-being. He cares about your heart. He cares about your mind. He cares about you physically, spiritually, emotionally, relationally. He cares about you in every aspect. And so I just wanted to share that with you, because God shared that with me. God is in the detail. You're not just a number. You're not just a soul saved. You're his child. You're his masterpiece. It says that Jesus is the lover of our souls. And so next time you think that God don't care about something, or God don't care about that, just remember, from the ark to the tabernacle to salvation and the cross, and everywhere in between. God is in the details. It says in Psalms that his thoughts for us outnumber the sand on the sea, the sand on the beach, that he has more thoughts than the sand grains on the beach. And if you've ever been to the beach, and I just had the chance to experience that finally, that's mind-blowing. And if we know anything about God, we know that he's good and he can only be good. And we know his fruits, right? Who he is, his names, his character. And what does that tell you about them thoughts that he has? It means that they're only good. It means the things that God is thinking about you are always positive, are always loving, are always kind, are always gentle. God is in the details. Anyways, I love you more than me. God bless you. Peace.